Hey guys, it's your girl Nosh. Just wanted to help you guys out real quick. I had a lot of questions in my inbox for how to connect with your ancestors, and this has been a very important question. Many of you asked this question, and I said, let me take care of this question for you today. How do you connect with your ancestors? In my theory alone, I don't think you are never disconnected from your ancestors. You have, their bloodline, their blood in you, so you're in their bloodline. Your ancestors will always be there. It's just a matter of you turning around and acknowledging them. It's just like having a friend or a family that is around, that you know is around, but you don't reach out to them. Now, with ancestors, you want to reach out to them, right? Because these guys are the ones that help you. They're your guides. They make things easier for you. They tell you about life. And if you listen closely, they'll tell you the secrets of life, the things that they've been through. And just like parents, they don't want you to go through the same thing, so they watch over you. Okay? One way you can connect with your ancestors is write a letter to them. Easiest way to connect with your ancestors is just talk to them. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, what do you mean, Oshin? Just what do you mean, just talk to them? Just talk to them. Take some time out, sit down, light a candle if you want to make the ambiance nice, the vadavaram nice, right? Also, put something down for them. Think in your heart, what are you getting? When I say put something down for them, put an offering up. Like, do they like fruits? Do they like candy? Do they like something home cooked or something like that? What are you feeling at the moment when you want to talk to your ancestors? When you get this thing inside of you, like, oh, I need to go talk to my ancestors. Look for that feeling inside of you. Like, what is it? What do you want to eat right now? I love food. So I know if I'm an ancestor one day, I'm going to ask for food. So a lot of your ancestors will want maybe liquor, maybe water. Water honestly is the best thing. I always offer water. Water is the go-to. Some may want tobacco, some may want marijuana, some may want, it all depends on what your ancestor wants. Some of them may want you to wear a red shirt because their favorite color is red. Because I think some of your ancestors, they're whoever this video is for, it's the color. They love colors, okay? Some ancestors love colors. Some ancestors love days of the week, like on a certain day, they like to be called upon. You have to get in touch with that. How do you get in touch with that? Very simple. Just let it come to you. All of a sudden, you're sitting at your desk and you say, oh my God, this Saturday I need to talk to my ancestor. Why this Saturday? Oh, maybe that ancestor is nudging you to tell you, talk to me this Saturday and I'll be there. Some of you can connect with your ancestors in your dreams, okay? So if those of you who are not feeling led to offer anything or to sit down and talk to them, and you're more leaning towards, oh, maybe I can talk to them in my dream. Yes, you can. Tell them right before you're going to bed, right after you say your prayers. Make sure you say your prayers, guys. I hope you guys are saying your prayers before you go to sleep at night. I really hope so. Very important. So as you say your prayer at night, after your prayer, you want to say, ancestors, if there's any message you have for me, or if there's anything you want to say to me, please meet me in my dream tonight. They will meet you in your dreams tonight, if they want to. Also, you have to understand your lineage, your heritage. Who are your ancestors? That's a really important question, an interesting question that one may ask themselves. Who are my ancestors? Where do I come from? If you're listening to me, I'm in America. I'm in the States. I know I'm in the States. I was born in the States, but my lineage doesn't come from America. I'm first generation American here. My parents come from another country. Their parents come from that same country, and their parents' parents come from another country. So you have to go back to your family tree. Remember that family tree we all had to do in 3rd grade? I still remember doing mine. I ran around all over the place asking my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, my dad. So where great-great-grandma from? Where's great-great-grandpa from? Yes, you need to do that. Now we have technology where you can get your DNA researched on and figure out where it comes from. Where does the strands inside of you come from? So think about that for a second. A lot of you may want to do that research. And once you realize where you come from, you can start calling on your ancestors from there in that language. Language is very important too. So if you do speak another language, try to find out if that's the language your ancestors spoke. Because language, again, it's very sacred. It's very important. So these are a few things you can do to talk to your ancestors. And again, it's all about being led. Where are you being led? Are you even being led? Are you even teachable? And now you're going to say, well, how do one become teachable? Easy. You become accepting. You accept things. You accept criticism. Biggest thing. Learn how to accept criticism. Once you learn how to accept criticism, constructive or negative, whatever the case is, people always have opinions. People always judging out here. So you're going to deal with it one way or the other. Learn how to accept it and understand it. Once you open your heart to that and you become a person that's accepting of all things around them, right? No judgment, no nothing. You're just like, okay, I understand. Even when you don't understand, you're like, okay, I understand, but I'm going to try to understand more. So if you make that intention, you are opening yourself up to becoming teachable. A lot of you may not be connecting with your ancestors because you're not teachable. I know it hurts. I know it hurts to hear that, but your ancestors are only willing to work with you, just like spirit guides, angels, whoever you want to call on. They can't work with you if you are not teachable. So if you get an intuition, you get a guidance, and you don't act upon it, you're not being teachable. It's like going back to school. As a teacher, I know this. I teach every day, Monday through Friday. That's what I'm doing, teaching. And when I see a student is being teachable, I want to teach that student more. When I see a student is being unteachable, like he doesn't care, they really don't care, they're not paying attention, they're like off daydreaming, I will go the extra mile to try to make the lesson a little fun for them so they can learn and they can be teachable. But at the end of the day, it's definitely up to the individual if they want to be teachable or not. The teacher can try as much as they want, but if the student is not comprehending and it's not understanding, then there's really nothing you can do. Maybe sometimes I feel like I'm not the teacher for that person, and that's okay with me. Again, because you know why? I am accepting. I understand that it's not me that's here to save everyone. I don't have a savior complex. So I go for those who understand me. If you don't understand me, it's absolutely fine. You can move on and you can find another platform. You can find another teacher to teach you. And that's okay. All right? That's okay. Just like it's okay if you don't hear your ancestors tonight when you ask to meet them in your dream, for them to meet you in your dream. And it's okay if you call out to your ancestors tonight and you don't get an answer back. You will, though. When your ancestors are ready to talk to you, you will. Because you have to understand, you may want to talk to them. What if they're not ready to talk to you? What if, again, you're not showing them signs that you are ready to be spoken with? Okay, so it all goes back and forth like that, where you have to be teachable. You also have to be respecting of them as well. That's why we do offerings. That's why sometimes we play songs for them. Sometimes we dance for them. Sometimes we go out and we set a time aside. Well, you know what? I'm going to go hiking and hiking in the forest, in the woods. I will talk to my ancestors. Sometimes there's places for you guys to go specifically to talk to your ancestors because everyone is different. Every ancestor is different. So what worked for Sally and Joe may not work for Samantha and Mo. You know what I mean? So you have to be respecting of that. You have to be aware of that. Like, you know, if everybody else is lighting a candle and they're getting in touch with their ancestors and you light a candle and your ancestors don't get in touch with you, maybe your ancestors don't do candle work. Maybe they're not a part of that. So you have to dig down, do the research, do the work, and figure out who your ancestors are first. Then you can try connecting to them. All right. There's your tips and tricks on how to connect with your ancestors. I hope this helped, guys. If you have any other questions, please inbox me on my Instagram and I will be here to help you as much as I can. I love you guys. Happy Sunday. Take care.